the Krikkies hold aloft the check and also the plaque that goes to the winner, and there is the trophy too. There is 20 grand, tack on $95 on the line for the winner of the Krikke Boys Shootout tonight.
But this race means so much to the sport of sprint car racing, the sport of speedway, and to Western Australia. It started its life in Bunbury. A tribute race was held at Claremont back in the day. But we build up for the 29th running, and the field looks set. Settle in, get comfy, pull the belts tight, because we're going to do this for the boys in 2026. The Krikke Boys Shootout is green.
Into turn number one, Brodie Davis, the youngster, off to a ripping start. He's going to have Goodyear come underneath him, but the youngster Davis just momentarily held the lead of the Krikke Boys Shootout. There is big contact further back, huge contact, red lights. It's Mayolo into the wall. Brad Mayolo flew high into the air.
25 race. So watch up the top here through turn 3, Schlam turn 3. Got in the fence once, tried to look at the air times. It comes down on the nose. How many of these have we seen across the country in 2025, 26? And Taylor Milling reverse
as we get set to go again in the Maddington Toyota Sprint Car Series, the Krikke Boys Shootouts.
Turn 4, take 2 of the Krikke Boys Shootout. Down the Opal Finance Main Straight into turn number 1. Upstairs is Goodyear. Davis leads for a moment. They'll drag race down the Triple M back straight. There's more going on. And this time there's 3 cars. Kendrick Harding with a big chunk taken out of the Nutrient Water number 18. We only go yellow because no car is upside down. Check out the replay from the Maddington Toyota cable cam. So watch the middle of the shot. We'll watch the gold and white Triple M car. Harding was losing on his own, and the car's taking evasive action, and Kendrick committed to the curb, and bang, straight into the Nutrient Water number 18. Who's up the top there, Leachy? Your eyes are better?
No, they're not actually, but that's okay. I was thinking to myself, I'm sure Kendrick was a lot further back, and he was, and that was him just trying to take evasive action as he was going up against the curb there at turn number 1. We'll see it here from this top side to see what happens. Oh, there's the contact of Harding and Kendrick. Davis off the front. Davis has been good on the starts.
Been brilliant on the starts. Take 3 of the Krikke Boys Shootout. Goodyear this time has learnt to charge, and again it's Milling with damage. What is going on down here at turn 1? And Milling in the Totally Workwear car, who started 10th, is the next victim. On the front row for the second night in succession, Goodyear, who earned pole position, starting from the outside. Reitzel and Newton in take 4. Write this one down. As the Krikke Boys Shootout restarts into turn number 1. Cars squirreling through, sliding up the speedway we go, but they've cleared turn 2. Well done, team. Through turn 3 and 4, it's going to be Goodyear leading the first lap. From Brodie Davis, Ryan Newton comes up in a third with Reitzel behind. Justin Whittle up the speedway. Jason Pride having a good night so far inside the top 10. Here comes Reitzel. Reitzel makes the move back on Newton as he moves the Monty Farms car up the speedway, but here comes Newton to fight back.
Been a decent start from Newton up a couple of spots already, starting from position number 6, but has to give way this time and stay in 4th position. He now has Justin Whittle, who started in 8th. He's up into 5th, so he's made a good start too. But your race leader is the man who has won this race the last 2 years. Jock Goodyear has a decent gap as well. First through to second, contact made there into the wall there by Aaron Reitzel, but he manages to get it back going, and Newton maybe has a chance to try and close the gap a little bit, but it's a weird thing sometimes. You hit the wall and it makes you go a bit faster, and he's actually closed just a tad on Brodie Davis.
Sprint car pinball, it feels through turn 2 as they make their way down the Triple M back straight with 31 laps remaining of the Krikke Boys Shootout. Newton right in the cushion there through Schlam turn 3. But King Shot has made up a handful of positions. He's knocking on the door of the top 10 now. The Krikke Motorsports number 2. But Goodyear leads from Reitzel, who's slicing his way through the traffic now. Davis behind, and now Newton is about to feel the heat from Ryan Newton as they put the 24 car a lap down. Gee, these guys in the front of him, perfect. More dramas up. Randy Morgan goes over, and Ryan Lancaster has ruined that beautiful livery of the Sprint Lubricants. Repsol number 44, Michael Keane has joined in.
And it's what's about to come into shot here. Just at the back. There's massive hit there from Ryan Lancaster into the wall. And you can see he has brought down some of the fence there, and as Keane comes into him, it gets sort of collected up. The 54 of Randy Morgan.
And look at Jock.
And then, yeah, Jock.
Look at Jock.
Wow. He put the brakes on quick there, didn't he, Chris?
He certainly did. Ryan Lancaster.
So Reitzel to second. The Monty Farms number 17. Davis behind. Ryan Newton flying the flag for S&D Motorsport as Goodyear brings it down the speedway. And we try to get some momentum in the Krikke Boys Shootout for 2026. Up the speedway goes Reitzel to take the lead off the Aussie champ. We've got more drama and a big shot in turn 2. This is incredible. And it's Michael Keane, the White and Emmett number 41.
So Salah up the top of the track there, right up against the cushion, hits the concrete, spin, and unfortunate for Michael Keane, and McKenzie manages to avoid just in the nick of time. Bit like what we saw with Jock Goodyear before. Yeah. I mean, Jock Goodyear's evasion skills were insane. So here it is from the speed shot down the front straight. Again, you see the 56 hit the wall, and there's Keane right behind.
Now, in car number 2 from 17th on the grid. How far can he go? How far can this race go? Goodyear leads us around past the white cone and back into turn number 1. We follow the field. Reitzel up the speedway. Davis doing the same. Quick glance out the window. McKenzie kissed the wall, but we're through. The back straight and into the first flying lap is done with 25 remaining. Goodyear sprints away as here comes Newton on the inside of Brody Davis in the Barbagallo 77. Davis fights back down the Triple M back straight in the battle here for 3rd and 4th position. But Goodyear checking out the Daniel Trucking Goodyear Developments Aussie 1 leads us under the cable cam, and 24 remain in the Krikke Boys Shootout.
Just creeping up near this 3rd and 4th battle is James McFaden, who's now up to 5th position, and Justin Whittle also not too far away. Goodyear's lead at the moment over Aaron Reitzel sits at 1.2 seconds. Davis trying to hold off James McFadden, who goes up on the inside, and Bella Modular turn number 1 takes over 4th position on track. This is the former Australian number 1, former winner of this race. He's won it 3 times before, looking to make it 4 here in the Krikke Boys Shootout as he comes into the front straights. Watch for Newton to try and come up on the inside. McFadden's going up the top of the tree at turns 3 and 4 as they enter the front straight. A chance for McFadden to move up into a podium position. Goes up on the inside of Newton, and McFadden now is in the top 3 for PCB Team Brady. He's got a bit of a gap though to catch up to Reitzel and Goodyear, who is still about 1.6 seconds up the road.
From 13th on the grid, we go yellow again. Looking, car spun off, and it's Harding. Here at the Motorplex. But we want to get the Krikke Boys Shootout done for 2026 now. Reitzel stayed at the top, but then switches instantly down to the bottom. And just kissing the wall, here comes McFadden. Side by side with the 77 to get himself back up in a 3rd position. Goodyear continues to lead. Reitzel on the move, but here comes J-Mac.
Hasn't he got some great pace on this track right now, James McFadden? He's going to make the top work, and now he is closing on Aaron Reitzel in the Monty Farms car. We've got another spin further back in the field. The lights are on.
Yellow.
I hope it's not. It is. Caden Manders.
3 powerhouse names in sprint car racing. Down the bottom goes Goodyear. Carbon copy. Reitzel stays at the top again. 19 remaining in a Krikke Boys Shootout. A test of endurance, not just for drivers, but for the spectators tonight. As down the back straight we go. McFadden looks racy upstairs. Moves down the bottom. Here comes the Team Brady 23 to challenge the Texan.
Goes up on the inside, gets into 2nd spot as James McFadden. Right sort of fight back on the crossover out of turn number 2. They almost touch wheels down the Triple M back straight, but McFadden hangs on. He's in 2nd, and he's trying to chase down the man who's won the last 2 of them in Jock Goodyear, the Australian number 1, who took it the last couple of weeks. There's Reitzel into the wall. That could almost be no, it's done. He's kept going somehow, but the yellow lights have come on. The yellow lights have come on. Reitzel have been able to fire that car back up, but you can understand the stewards putting the yellow lights on because there were cars coming from everywhere our way towards Coney. As we get set to go racing once again, let's see if we can get a few laps in the books, hey?
So now McFadden, who's 2nd, has a clear shot at Jock Goodyear trying to deny the three-peat. McFaden, a three-time winner in the Krikke Boys Shootout. Goodyear wants to do it for the third year straight, and there's still a long way to go. 16 laps remaining past the speed shot. Reitzel drops to third. King Shot lurking in the background. The Krikke Motorsport number 2 is on the back door of the top 5 as McFaden goes for the lead. McFaden goes for the lead in the 23, and these two guys will go side by side. But McFaden from 13 takes the lead in this race.
J-Mac is on a tear here at the Motorplex. He gets himself in front, but wouldn't put it past Dane Kingshot to get himself on the podium. He's moved up to 5th. There it is underneath the Maddington Toyota cable cam with McFaden, Goodyear, Reitzel, McHugh and Kingshot.
Reitzel and McHugh argue over that position. Reitzel to the inside. There's more trauma at the back of the field, but we stay green. Reitzel underneath Goodyear and goes up into second position. McFaden off the hook. McHugh to the inside. Moves up. Newton is there as well, and Jack Williamson limping past our commentary position. But the race stays on here at the Motorplex. It's really getting spicy for the top 5 with 11, making 12 laps remaining.
Dane Kingshot's lost a couple of spots. He's back to 6th as Jock Goodyear is trying to hang on, and Luke Oldfield going the low side of the track to try and make up spots. He's now into 6th. Your race leader, James McFaden, with 11 laps remaining in the Krikke Boys Shootout, leads from Aaron Reitzel. How the heck he is still rotating around this track is absolutely beyond me, but he's in second spot right now. Kingshot looking to get his way back past Oldfield up into 6th position, keeps track of Jock Goodyear at the moment, while our race leader currently leads by 2 seconds.
The discrepancy in the wing angles for the Oldfield car compared to the cars around him now in car 65, but out in front, this has been one of the best drives in a long time for James McFaden from 13th on the grid. Some would have written that off tonight with the track conditions we've got, but both he and Kingshot have been absolutely supreme in the Krikke Boys Shootout.
A real good night tonight. Look at Reitzel, he has closed the gap, and that is all due to lap traffic. So does Aaron have one more throw at the stumps before he heads back to the United States? This has been a remarkable drive from him. He hit the wall something huge a short time ago, and he's still rolling around, but McFaden just able to get back into a better rhythm. He's out getting back to a decent distance. Meanwhile, Lockie McHugh is not too far behind. We've got 2 laps remaining.
Is it done? Is it enough? Will there be a change at the front? McHugh on the back of Reitzel. The gap came down to less than a second to McFaden, but he's pushed away a little bit. Eyes will be on this battle. 17 on the 26 with 1 lap remaining. It's been a race of endurance the second week in succession here at the Perth Motorplex. But James McFaden, in one of the super drives from 13th on the grid, is going to win the Krikke Boys Shootout from Reitzel and McHugh.
It's all about the man who's about to give us one heck of a shoey. Ladies and gentlemen, James McFaden, a 4-time winner of the Krikke Boys Shootouts.
What a performance, what a cheat and slow. Oh no, then boys line up.
Sweet taste of victory from 13th on the grid.
Yeah, Jock got the 1, so we thought we'd take Mr. February off him, which is good. But man, after the start of the night, timing so bad and starting so deep, I thought we were in a bit of trouble. But the car was unreal. I just moved my line up there and was able to carry a lot more speed and sly guys. So yeah, hats off to the guys. Obviously well documented that we've been building cars left, right and centre and had gremlins, and yeah, put Old Faithful back together, and she delivered again. Yeah, absolutely. This race means a lot. Obviously, the Krikke name is synonymous in Western Australia, but in Speedway, in Australia in general. And I was fortunate enough to drive the 2 car, you know, on Shane's last race, and we won. And you know, it's the little things, you know, when you start getting older and start racing more that mean more. Races mean more for different reasons, and you know, prize money's great, but you know, having a win for celebrating, you know, the names of the guys that, you know, have raced before us is it means a lot more. So yeah, thank you to the Krikke family. Obviously very close to them, and it's a privilege to stand up here.
That one's going to go into the memory bank for quite some time. It's going to need almost the long play version on the VHS, I'd suggest, because it was a lengthy one.